Hello everyone, my name is Marian. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm working in MRI today, so I'm just going to show you a day in my life in MRI for today. For today, I do work in a hospital, so I travel a lot in radiology because I am a multi-modality technologist. If you don't know what that means, I just work in different departments in radiology. I have my license to do different modalities. We have different ones. We have X-ray, CT, MRI, ultrasound. So we have a lot, but in today's video, I will be in MRI. So if you like videos like this, let me know in the comment box, and let me know in the comment box if you have any questions for me about MRI. All right, see you all in the next clip. I'm using a Siemens machine today, so I have to turn it on. So I'm just going to hit this little button right there where it's a system on. So I'm hitting that button to turn it on, and then you'll see that it's going to start coming up right here. It takes about probably 5 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes to boot up. So while that's doing that, I'm going to turn on this machine. This is the device that we give the patient's contrast on. So whenever we do have to give contrast, let me show you. First you hit continue, and then it show what exam you're trying to do. You can go here uh, to select different ones. So I clicked on recall, and then these are other different exams or studies that we can give contrast on. This place just has it pre-selected for you to go by different ones. So we do breast a lot here, so I'll just go ahead and select that. We do breast and abdomens a lot. So this is what they have pre-selected, but you can change it. You don't have to give them. This is the amount of contrast you give them. This is how fast it's going in, and this is the saline in the blue. So if I don't want to give 20, I can like just put another amount based off the patient's weight. And then once I'm ready, I hit this to arm it, meaning to get it ready to give the patient a contrast. This means to just, if you start this, it keeps the saline running in the patient's vein so that the vein can stay open. So this is still booting up. It takes a little bit. And then here is the keyboard. So I will let that boot up. While that's doing that, I'll just go ahead and wipe down my station. Okay, before I get started with my day, I do like to wipe down the keyboard and everything and my workstation, just to get everything clean or whatever. Okay, now I have to run the phantom. So we have to run the phantom, daily phantom before we start any patient. So I go to options, service, customer QA, and then this just comes up. Just have to wait for this to clear and then click on head and neck and then hit go. And this is how long it's going to take for it to run. And this is how the phantom look, our coil. So it's just a picture telling you how to center it. Then I hit OK. And okay, now I'm just looking at my schedule for today. This is the outpatient schedule. So I have an abdomen or liver exam with contrast, a knee, brain pituitary, a brain with contrast, and breast. So that's for the outpatient side. Okay, for the inpatient side, more brains, pelvis, cervical spine. So the hospital does like a lot of brains and spines and abdomens and feet. So that's what you're going to see a lot at a hospital. This is the paper that we use to log each procedure or exam we do in a day. So we put the patient information, what exam we're doing, if we gave them contrast or not. If you have any comments about what went on with the exam, you can say patient claustrophobic, patient had a pacemaker, or patient moved a lot. You can put those different things under comment. If a patient asks for music, we just play it through here and they can hear it through their headphones. But a lot of times we just give them earplugs. So this is how it looks. You can just find the station that you want. Let's see. So different stations on this little thing. Okay, I have to give MRI contrast today. So I'm going to show you all my supplies. So have some saline, the MRI contrast, alcohol prep pad, and then whichever needle I'm going to use. And then my extension tubing. And then we also have an IV start kit. Let me show it to you. This is our IV start kit, which has pretty much everything in here. Your gauze, your tape, more tape, the tourniquet, different things, cleaning solution, different things that you need to do or need for an IV. For this exam that I'm doing, it's like an abdomen exam. So the machine is going to tell the patient to hold their breath a lot. So I'm just got done setting it up. So you'll probably hear the machine in a second say, hold your breath. And hold it. You may breathe. Take in a breath and hold it. You may breathe. All right, you're doing great. Last scan. Take in a breath and hold it. So I pretty much just look at all the pictures to make sure that I got all of the anatomy on there. You want to do that before you get the patient up so that they don't have to, come back. So that's all. Another big part of the day consists of me scanning in the paperwork. So I'm just going to scan in the paperwork of why the patient was in here. Then that's the scanner right there. And then once I'm done, I take this and I just hit that I scanned it in. Then I just file it over here. So I always hear MRI techs say they don't get a break. I don't know. I haven't had that experience, and I've been doing MRI for probably 7 or 8 years. I think it all depends on the tech and how much money that you're trying to make, because some people don't want to step away because they don't want to lose 30 minutes off their check. But every place I worked at, they've let me get a lunch break. Actually, I'm about to go get breakfast in a second. So I know when you work at a hospital, you have a lot more control over your schedule than you do at an outpatient imaging clinic, because I worked at both. So that's the only way I can think of it, because I know in outpatient, they schedule you every 30 minutes, every 20 minutes, depending on what exam you're doing, if it's with contrast, if it's without contrast. So sometimes they may throw in like a schedule block. Sometimes it may be a supervisor or a lead tech that know how to do MRI scans, where somebody will come and relieve you. But I haven't had it to where I just wasn't allowed a lunch break, if that makes sense. I know they may schedule you up until 12, and then you can take a lunch break from 12 to 1. But if you have patients that is coming late, that may run into your lunch. If you have someone coming late or claustrophobic and then take up your lunch break time, that's the only way I can think of someone in MRI just isn't getting a lunch break, because I know a lot of techs who just don't want to lose 30 minutes off their check. So I hope that makes sense. I know in MRI, you have to pat yourself down a lot. So you have to make sure nothing is in your pockets. My badge can go in, my glasses can go in. The only thing about my badge is this may pull at the scanner or whatever. And, no debit cards, no metal, no cell phone, none of that can go in. So when I work in MRI, what I can show is pretty much limited because I can't bring my phone in the room or it's going to get destroyed. I do have videos on my channel where I show you the type of MRI cores we use. I show you other things that we use if you want to just check out my MRI Tech playlist. So, but other than that, in the hospital, you're pretty much going to do routine brains and spines and feet and abdomen. It's just a continuous cycle in a hospital setting. In an outpatient setting, you're going to do a lot of extremities, a lot of spines too, but mainly like a lot of extremities. But other than that, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment box, and I will answer any questions that you have. So just have to pretty much wipe down a table a lot, change it out for the next procedure, brain, spine, or whatever, and then scanning your paperwork. We do our things on the computer right here, give them contrast on this one. Um, but other than that, that's about it. I'm about to go get breakfast. If I My shift start at 6, so some days I work 8 hours, some days I work 10 hours. It just depends on which modality I'm working in for that day or whatever. Today, since I'm working in MRI, the shift is for 10 hours. So um, I've been here since 6 o'clock. So I woke up at 5 and I get off at 4 today. But I may or I may not see you in the next clip. If I do, I'll be getting breakfast. If I don't, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Okay, so I got a biscuit, potatoes, and then I have scrambled eggs. So I'm about to put pepper on my eggs. I don't eat, I eat meat, but the sausages at this place, sometimes it seems like it's not all the way cooked. So I just stay away from the meat. So I only add black pepper to my food. I don't add additional salt. So if it's bland, it's bland. But I just try to do that because I don't want any type of high blood pressure or whatever. So I will add more black pepper, but I will not add additional salt to my food. Only what I cook with or what whoever cook with. But other than that, I just leave it as it is. Patient that should be down right now? Okay. Okay. Because I have a stat and then I have someone else scheduled at 8:30. So if they can't get here, I don't know, they may have to reschedule. Right. Okay. Thank you. Bye. MRI, Marion speaking. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye. So I had to call to see why it was taking so long for someone to come in for their appointment. It showed that they was here, but they hadn't made it down to the MRI department. So that happens a lot where people come in late or come right at their scan time and it throws off the MRI schedule. So depending on where you work at, if they're real late, then they may have to reschedule because it throws off other people's schedule. And with MRI scans, that can take 30 minutes to do. So you're throwing off the schedule and someone else schedule by at least 30 or 45 minutes. Um, so that's what the phone call was about pretty much. Hey, have you seen this person? Are they here? Do they need to reschedule type of thing? Or can they get down here fast? But other than that, it's just all about doing the scans, checking the MRI screening form, making sure that the patient doesn't have any metal, pacemaker, stimulators, anything activated in their body. But if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment box. I do have a lot of MRI videos on my playlist, so check them out. Last thing I want to show you all, whenever we have to give MRI contrast, we have like this little pixie thing. So I have to give saline, and it's going to keep beeping until you close it. And then more saline, and then the MRI contrast. So this is the little drawer we pull the medicine like contrast or saline from. Then I just close it, and then it's going to just tell me to exit out. So, and then we have more back here. We have like a 15 milliliter bottle, and then the 20 milliliter bottle, and then we have a 10 milliliter bottle. All right, that's it.